Maria Cranes, and welcome to another edition of Reading Gifts with Mrs. Sarate. I have a book for you all. This is brand new, just got here to our library. I did go ahead and add this little label right here on the spine, and this just tells me that what copy of this is of total copies. Now, the reason I did that was because Miss Salinas from 5th grade did check out the whole class set, and I am super excited for them to start reading this book as a class. And I know she bought the Audible as well, and I have the Audible available for whoever wants to read it or to listen to it. I did went ahead and add the book cover on here just so we can make this more durable, since this was a paperback and not just like any other library binding. That's why you see it kind of glossy on there. It looks nice and neat. Okay, so this is a book, Restart by Korman. And just a little bit about this book. We did come across this book from the Scholastic Book Fair that was here in fall. We will be having another book fair in the ends of March and beginning of April, and I'll make another video on that to explain to you about the book fair that's coming up. So anyways, we came across this book and Miss Salinas loved it, and so I decided to get a class set on it and go ahead and get it processed. That way we can have it in your fingers, 5th graders, as soon as possible. So this is going to be the next read for you all. So the title is Restart by Korman, and I'm going to read a little bit on it, just like a little review, and that way you just have like a little summary and know what you're going to get yourself into once you start reading this book. So this is juvenile fiction, so this is like for mainly maybe 5th graders, 4th, 5th graders, and this is fiction, so this is made up. This is not real, so this is fake, okay? Completely made up just for our entertainment. Okay, so it says here, Chase's memory just went out the window. Chase doesn't remember falling off the roof. He doesn't remember hitting his head. He doesn't, in fact, remember anything. He wakes up in a hospital room and suddenly has to learn his whole life all over again, starting with his own name. He knows he's Chase, but who was Chase? When he gets back to school, he sees that different kids have different reactions to his return. Some kids treat him like a hero. Some kids are clearly afraid of him. One girl in particular is so angry with him that she pours her frozen yogurt on his head the first chance she gets. Pretty soon, it's not only a question of who Chase is, it's a question of who he was and who he's going to be. Okay, so this particular author, he does have other books like Swindle and Slacker, and I will try and see if I can get those 2 other books in the library so we can have more books over this particular author. I'm going to read another review, and this was from a student who was reading this book with their teacher, and it says, "This book is so good and is so awesome. It's about a kid who restarts his life. He learns about his life being a bully and what he did at school. The way he restarted his life is he jumps off a roof and lands in the grass and has amnesia. And like I said, he went to school and all the kids were afraid of him because he was a bully before he had amnesia. And he wondered why they were all afraid of him. So he tried to tell them that he was a good kid, but they didn't believe him until he started to do good. This is my opinion and what I think about this book," by Gilbert Burgess. And again, that was just from a review from another student like you who read this book. I'm going to go ahead and open it, that way you get to see a little bit of how it looks in the inside. Okay, there's a total of 30, let me see. I'm going to say there's 30. Give me a second. Preview. Okay. There's a total of 30 chapters. 30 chapters. Oh, and then at the end, it gives you a little sneak peek. So I'm going to show you that in a bit. But it does have 30 chapters. And I do want to show you that each chapter is titled with a name of one of the characters in the book. And like, let's say you go to the next chapter. Now it has, I'm thinking, like the point of view of another character in the book. So that's pretty neat. And it goes back and forth to Chase and then Brendan and Aaron. And so that's really cool. That's really neat. So I'm excited to read it. I have not read it myself. And the reason why I have a copy is so I can read along. And I know my 5th graders are going to be reading. And that way we can, I can come up with some discussion questions while we're here in library and we can talk about it. So I'm really excited about that. I do want to show you the 2 sneak peeks that that the book does come with at the end. And it says, "What's his face? Sneak peek." And let me show it to you, what it looks like. Okay, so at the end you can see a little bit about the author. You can read that about the author. That way you learn a little bit about him. Oh, this is going to be the new book, I'm thinking. It says, "Soon everyone will know his name. What's his face?" A hilarious new novel by Korman. Okay. And then it says Slacker sneak peek, but I don't see the Slacker sneak peek on here. I got some reviews here by the School Library Journal, Publishers Weekly, and Kirkus Reviews. It says believable characters and events with typical Korman humor. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good humorous fiction. And just the right touch of mystery. So it does include some mystery in there. Compelling, humorous, and intriguing. Korman's trademark humor makes this an appealing read. So yes, boys and girls, if this is a title that does interest you, this chapter book, it's a humorous fiction. Stop by the Guri Elementary Library with Mrs. Sarate and we can go ahead and get it checked out to you. So thank you guys for tuning in into Reading Gifts, the Guri Elementary Library YouTube page, and I will see you around. Bye guys, have a great day.